last video, we talked about how it is not feasible for you to include in your group unprepared people. Today, I want to expand on that topic. Because I think it's a very important topic and there is a lot of division in our community when it comes to that. I want to emphasize today on the danger of having unprepared people in your group. Sometimes we make decisions based on emotions and we don't take the practicality and put it in place. The first thing that you have to understand, unprepared people bring absolutely nothing when it comes into your group. They bring their bodies, their mouth, their bad habits, and quite honestly, their mental instability. That's to begin with. So when they come in unprepared, they are a liability, in my opinion. You might have a different opinion. They are draining resources. And quite frankly, those resources are finite. You don't have more resources coming in. When the SHTF or something bad happens, that's it. Resources end right there. You don't get to replace that bag of rice. You don't get to replace that bag of flour. You don't. That ammunition that you spend, that's it. You don't get to replace it because the stores are no longer there. So when you bring in people with zero skills, all they're doing is taking. So the time that you have to get that investment back is significant. And in the meantime, I will say this, and this is something that you have to do you, honestly. If somebody comes into your group, they bring their own ideas and their own thoughts. They may not agree with you. In my previous video, I specifically said, if you come in, you have to do what I say, when I say, and how I say it, because I'm the one with the resources. You coming to me. When they come, they want to bring their baggage. And they want to now impose their way. And I know a lot of folks are like, no, that's not true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Have a guest in your home. After the first week, they're going to start telling you that you should do it like this, you should do it like that. You forgot that you are a guest in my house. It happens all the time. So, in the worst case scenario, well, you're going to have these people now in there taking what is yours, taking from your family, and now trying to dictate how do you run the entire thing, the entire operation. No, the first or second day may be like, okay, thank you so much for the food. It's great. After that time, after they get a little bit more comfortable, well, I want more. I'm not full and I'm still hungry. I want more. Now, if you have somebody who is big in size, they're going to be like trying to put their way and be like, I want more. In a group, you have what you have, and when the collapse happened, well, that's it, right? Well, unprepared people don't understand about ration. They don't. They want to get their bellies full and they don't care about anything else. I mean, they can go to McDonald's right now and have as many Happy Meals as they want, right? Well, that's exactly the same way that they're going to act when they come into a group. That's when you should think, shit, should this person have a tool to take me down? That is a tool that they now have to take you down because they don't like the way you run things. Now, those people become a bigger threat because now they have the right tool to take you down. So I personally will never invite anybody who's unprepared into my place. And I personally will never in a million years will give a tool to somebody who's unprepared, who essentially will see me as a threat and take me down, most likely, because they will not agree with the things that I say for them to do, and they want to do things their way. You see what I'm saying? So keep those things in mind because it is a strong possibility, and some people may not see it that way, but here's the thing. And emotions do run high when it comes to this type of things because harsh decisions will have to be made. And you have to put everything in the scale. Is your life more important than mine? The answer is simple to me. It is not. I value my life a lot more than what I value your life. Do I value the life of my child over yours? 100%. Plain and simple. Would I put my group at risk by bringing somebody who's unprepared, who has, well, no idea what they're doing, and they're coming in my group to take my resources. Would I bring it in? Absolutely not. Never. Never in a million years. It doesn't matter what type of blood relationship we have. It does not matter. What matters is in my group is my fortress. And it doesn't matter what type of relationship we have. It really doesn't. At that moment, you have to remove all of that. Who is in your group right now? And that is it. You, your significant other, your children, if your parents live with you or your parents are in your group, that's your group. If you have a friend who is in your group, that is your group. Everybody else is an outsider. I'm telling y'all, you're going to have to be very careful because they will come with itty bitties and it will be really hard for you to say, you need to leave. So you're going to have to make a choice, and everybody will have to make a choice. Saving them or keeping yourself alive. I got another comment, really good comment. At what point did we, throw away our humanity? The moment the SHTF happened, your humanity is gone. It is you, it is about you, and that is it. That is it. Everybody else who comes in that is not in your group is a threat. That is the way that I see it. You may see it different, but that's the way that I see it. Because I prepare for me, my family, and my group. Everybody else is a threat. It doesn't matter whether it's an older person coming in. It doesn't matter if it's a relative. It does not matter. I'm not going to simplify this. It does not matter. If you're not in the list, you are out. Because you will bring danger to my group, to my survival. And at the end of the day, I value my life and the life of my kid and the life of my wife over anybody else. So there's going to be a lot of high emotions in here. And again, when high emotions come in place, you can't have a lot of people, making decisions and whatnot. And those who you bring in, they are not prepared, they're going to be highly emotional. Do you want highly emotional people making decisions? Heck to the no. In fact, those people who did not prepare, honestly, have zero saying in any decisions. But they sure enough will try to put their 2 cents in it. I guarantee, guys, it's a guarantee. So in your group, you need to have clear standards across the board. Your members need to know what is allowed and what is not allowed. Say, for example, if your significant other says to you all the time, well, I will never leave my parents behind. Well, you got to make that clear line and say, well, sweetie, then you need to start preparing for your parents, because as is right now, I am not, because I don't have the financial means to do it. So you may have to pick up an extra job or an extra shift so you can contribute more into that preparedness, because guess what? I just don't have it for your parents. And if it comes to it, if you choose your parents over your own family, well, guess what? You're going to have to go with them, because I just don't have the resources for everybody. You need to be very clear up front with all of those things. You also need to be clear with the rest of the group, not just your significant other. Let's say that your group consists in several families. Well, all of those families needs to be aware of, hey, it is us and that is it, nobody else. So don't be bringing in a cousin or a friend or anybody else, because it will be turned back at the door. Plain and simple. We have to establish clear guidelines so there will be no miscommunication afterwards. Because let's face it, in a crisis, the last thing that you want to do is having miscommunication. All your group needs to be on the same page, because it will only take one member to bring the entire thing down. To be honest with y'all, in my opinion, bringing unprepared people into your group presents more risk than anything else. I don't see the gain on bringing people into your group. They are not as prepared as you are. So you may think different. Let me know down in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.